Hey guys, so I really want to make this video on this undefeated Yamcha deck profile. So basically, this is a really handsome young boy. He was top of his class in Handsome Boy Modeling School. His name is Yamcha. You can see he's drawing his sword as he is saying, I am very, very handsome man. Basically what you do when you swing with this guy, look top two cards, take a red card, put the other one on the drop. He always gains 5k when he's swinging, so he's always kind of 15k attacker, makes him a little more aggressive. Then on flip side, it's basically the same thing, so he'll always be 20k attacker, look top two cards, take one, and then if you have a card that deals damage, you're gonna have basically deal another damage, if that makes sense. So like if you have a card that like deals damage to your opponent somehow without attacking, he just like deals an extra damage, but you gotta have a unison out in play in order for that to happen. So let's just get into the meat and potatoes of the deck. So this is Chi-Chi. She is Yamcha's biggest fan. As you can see, she has a fan. This is just a super combo. When you have 4 or less, I run 4 of these. And she's like, I love you, Yamcha. I'm such a huge fan of yours. Yeah, so this is a good super combo. Then we got Bulma, the bunny girl. So basically what she does is when a card is removed from your battle area, you can play her and then play something from the drop. So like the ideal draw turn 1 is like if you see one of these and one of these, you're going to take this in your hand, you're going to put this in the drop because she can play him from the drop. And he's pretty vicious. Basically what, oh, she's also a blocker, but she's unique. So anyway, so he's pretty vicious. So what he's going to do is like, when they have a battle card out, you swing at that battle card. If they counter it, he stands back up, so you can swing again. And if you kill the battle card, and he's going to be like 30k when he's swinging, so it's going to be kind of hard for them to defend it. If he kills the battle card, he stands up and gets triple strike. So you can just like triple strike a unison or like their leader or whatever. And you can see his muscles are kind of glistening in the light. He's saying, I'm the strongest man. I'm the best hyena in the land, and you can see by the look in my eyes, the thing is that he believes that he is very handsome, and that's really what makes him strong. So here's kind of some of the more toolboxy stuff. I play 2 crowns, just a little bit more hand knowledge. You can pull out a lot of the counters, like if they have the free counters for unisons, some of those can really slow this deck down, so these can get those out of their hand. And just give you hand knowledge. And then for the negate package, I basically run like 3 of these guys because they're free. So you can also put in your energy if you have too many. 2 after image because they can also be free if you have a good sized drop area and later on you need a negate. And then 2 topos just to slow things down. So pretty basic negate package. Anytime your opponent adds a life to their hand, like if they, they use like a dimension magic from life, or if they use like one of the 2-drop little guys, you can play this Barak, like, or if they add a life from one of your skills where you knock a life off, and he just comes out and he's like, look, I'm bringing the business. You can see this hand, it's got 2 strikes in it, and I'm gonna give it to you. And if they counter this guy, he's gonna stand back up and be like, haha, fake out, look at me, my son is Goku, I'm a really strong guy and I have a resolute attitude, so I'm gonna double strike you and win this and help this. So basically he's good card to have. You can't draw him off a leader skill, but there's, you may draw him for a turn or see him in your opening hand. If you see him in your opening hand, I would keep him because you can't draw off the leader because you can only take red cards. All right, so this is Pupupuar. So Pupupuar is basically, he is like the shape of multiple poops. You can see this is like 1 poops, 2 poops, 3 poops, and then his whole body is basically made of different color poops. And this is not normal for us to see because we're used to seeing brown poop, but he's kind of like more of like a beige and blue poop, and that's because like he's basically saying like, I am poop but you are poop, and that's why his name is Puar. But he's basically just a 10k combo for any Yamcha. If you're comboing offensively just to make things a little more aggro, he can really get the, he's like, I'm my poop, my slimy shiny poops, and he comes out and gives out extra 10k for combo, and that's basically how he's gonna work. So great card offensively. Here's the Kaba, run 3 of these guys, just to, add pressure to a unison or do some early damage, help you awaken. You awaken at 5, so he can kind of get in there, otherwise he's just a charge. Turn 2 play, this is a decent turn 2 play. It's also a target for Bunny Girl, but once he's out, you just draw at the end of turn, so he helps with draw power, and he's basically saying like, I have no laws, there is nobody that can stop me, but then he's pretty easy to remove or kill, so he's kind of a little bit of a liar, but he can get you that extra card, so he's good to get on per board turn 2 if you don't have anything to do and you don't need to topo them the next turn. All right, turn 3 units in play. So you want to get this guy out and you want to keep him out. You don't want him to die because your leader is only going to snipe that extra life when you have the units in play. So you got to get this guy out and he's got to hang out. But what's really good about him is you can attack cards in active mode And you can also minus 15k on cards. Like if they play Obuni, you can just minus 15k to tokens, bring this guy out, and he's like, sorry, I'm going to bring some calamity into your afternoon. You can swing at active battle cards, you minus 15k, and then if you need to, you can minus 2 and look at your opponent's hand, maybe take out like a counterplay or something like that. But you really want to keep him on the board. So usually the +1 is the way that you want to go. You usually don't want to minus 2 on him, but you can if you need to. And the reason I run 4 is because you want to see him by turn 3, and then you definitely want to put another one under him if you can, because any additional markers you can get on him, he's 20k, so he's kind of annoying to deal with. So I definitely recommend just getting him out and having him hang out. And then when you have him hang out, there's a couple things that are free, like Wolfang Fist is free, this blocker is free, and it's very important to play this Chi-Chi. She's very innocent Chi-Chi. She's unique, so you can only play one, but it's really great to have one these out because you can block one hit. If they're going to try to attack your unison and kill it, you can use the blocker, or just the blocker stuff on your leader. So good free blocker. I run 3. I think more than that is probably too much. The free counterplay, this one is pretty good. Minus 15k on 2 things. It's decent. It's probably the worst out of all the counterplays, but Yamcha is looking very handsome and determined in this card, so I like to play at least 3 of them, and if I can get one in my energy, then I can look at him all game looking very determined and handsome. And you can see in the power of his hands, he's kind of saying like, I'm gonna put an end to this business, and watch my Wolfang Fist. Watch my fist with the Wolfang's fangs inside it. And it kind of works well with the leader too, because they're kind of like opposite positions. It's this like, young, handsome man with crazy hair from the desert that is so mysterious and strong, but he's not going to be that strong later on. So use him while he's strong. That's kind of the story. So turn 3, you have a couple different options. So basically, like, this is a play. If your unison's out and you have low cards in hand, you can totally play this guy. He's only going to cost you 2. And then you can swing at cards in active battle cards. And if you kill a battle card with this guy, he's going to deal 2 damage. And if your unison's out, your leader's going to snipe the other damage. So really good option for turn 3 or turn 4, 3 or 4 if you have low cards in hand and you're ready to kind of KO them. The other option is this guy. So he comes out for 3. You can activate main, burst through 5 cards off top of your deck, which is also good early on because you can get some targets for Bunny Girl in the drop with him. But when he swings, he can swing at cards that are already in active mode. His attacks can't be negated, and he'll deal 2 damage. So, you swing with him, you throw a couple poo-poo-poo-Rs on him, couple of Chi-Chi's biggest fan super combos, and you're looking like a 50, 60, maybe sometimes 70k swing at like a 5k battle card if you minus it. If they have like a 20k battle card, you minus 15k with your unison, then bring this guy out and swing for like 50, 60k at like a really small battle card. They're gonna have a really bad time. It's gonna snipe through your life. This card's pretty good. It can really get in there because it has deflect, and like if they have a battle card and your unison is out, you can basically guarantee 2 damage with this guy. So you want to get them down and then maybe play him, and he's 3 drops, so he doesn't get hurt by that tragedy over ground or whatever. And then I just play this unison, just like if you need a unison out there, like if you happen to have this guy out and turn 5, like you don't have a unison and you want to do his thing, you can like play this unison out. And it's not really that great card. Like if their battle area is empty, yeah, great. You can just kill him and then, hit them for 2 potentially. But he's just a turn 5 option. I usually just end up charging him, but yeah, that's pretty much the deck. This is really it's really focused on being a really handsome young guy. Yamcha has a lot of potential. He's a very popular kind of guy, very shiny card. And you can see the determination in his eyes, like, I'm going to be the world's strongest. He ends up just kind of dying a lot in the Dragon Ball series, and he's not really actually that strong, but at this time, like, he's pretty good. So, use him while he's young, because if you don't use it, you're going to become a loser. And that's kind of what happens to Yamcha, even though a lot of people love him, and, he had crush on Bulma, but Bulma ended up getting with a way stronger guy, and, who knows what Vegeta can do with his Gallic guns. But that's basically how Trunks came into the picture, and Yamcha never really stood a chance. So this was back when Yamcha was kind of hunk, and I think he was way more fun to play when he was hunk versus when he becomes kind of like second rate and is killed by Gero and is always dying and loses at baseball and stuff like that. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions about the deck profile, or if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. I have never actually played with this deck in an event, so technically it's not undefeated because I never lost it. But I hope you liked the clickbait video, and I'll see you next time.